Nag-mature na ang MP2 savings account ko. In this video, I'll show you the dividends I earned, compute the total returns, and as a bonus, I'll show you how to view your own contributions and dividends using the Virtual Pag-ibig website. Ako nga po pala si Rap, and I'm just a regular OFW living in Australia. Currently, nandito ako sa Singapore visiting my parents. Anyway, this channel is dedicated towards financial freedom, specifically my personal financial freedom journey. That means 3 things. Instead of victim mentality, I have growth mindset. Instead of all or nothing, I operate in small daily habits that compound. And instead of chasing quick wins, I focus on building long-term stability and wealth. So if you are here expecting a get-rich-quick scheme, get-rich-quick tip, nasa wrong channel po kayo. Ayan, so kung nandito ka pa, real talk muna tayo about my own experience of the Pag-ibig MP2 savings program. Let's start with the biggest advantage, which is it beats the traditional savings account, yung interest ng savings account mo. Which is, swerte ka na kung 0.5% yung makukuha mo. To be honest, non-existent yung ganyang kataas na savings account. Siguro may mga high-yield savings account, pero hindi yan yung automatic na nakukuha mo with your payroll account. Year after year, 5 to 8% ang makukuha mo sa MP2 savings. Speaking of savings and dividends, yung makukuha mo dyan, tax-free po sa MP2. Isipin mo, sobrang baba na nga ng traditional savings account na interest, tataksan pa nila ng withholding tax. Yung MP2, walang tax. Kung sawa ka na sa gobyerno na puro korakot, maybe this is a tiny act na nagsasabing, wala na kayong makukuhang tax sa savings ko. Wala ring management fees or hidden fees sa MP2, straightforward lahat. Pag-ibig also ensures that 100% of your capital or your principal, lahat ng savings mo, lahat ng remittance mo, ay guaranteed savings, walang mababawas dyan. Which means, ang worst case scenario, kung walang kinita yung Pag-ibig, babalik lang sa'yo yung capital mo. Ang best case scenario naman is yung 5 to 8% nga na dividends. Very flexible din ang savings nito, hindi siya pilitan, walang mandatory savings, walang penalty kung hindi makapag-save this month, okay lang yan. Ang minimum investment amount or savings amount is 500 pesos per remittance. And pwede rin mag-deposit multiple times a week, multiple times a month. Walang problema dyan. Nabanggit ko na walang penalty kahit makalimot ka or makaskip ka ng ibang months na hindi ka nagre-remit. And I can show you my historical transactions para makita nyo na wala talagang penalty. Siyempre, mababa yung overall principal mo, so mas mababa yung dividends. Semi-predictable din ang dividends. In fact, I created a free calculator that you can use to predict what you will get after 5 years. Grab your free calculator in the description box below. Here's the 4 personas na tingin ko ay makikinabang sa MP2 savings program. If you can relate to at least 2 characteristics, then I recommend continuing your research about MP2 kasi baka it might be what you're actually looking for. First, yung mga Filipino employees who are Philippine residents as well, and OFWs who are Pag-ibig members, including retirees and freelancers. Next, Filipinos looking for safe returns with a medium-term horizon, exactly 5 years, with better than bank returns. Third characteristic ay yung mga naghahanap ng tax-free returns, tax-free savings with a decent return of 5 to 8%. And they don't mind locking down their capital, their money for the duration of the term. Also, this is for savers who are looking for flexible savings terms. Pwede ka mag-lump sum, pwede ka mag-monthly contribution, or a combination of both. Depende sa pangangailangan mo at sa capacity mo to save. So if you want an in-depth discussion and comparison of MP2 with other available savings or investment programs like Philippine stocks, Philippine REITs, mutual funds, comment a Philippine flag emoji, and pag-uusapan natin yan in a separate and dedicated video. That said, let's take a look at this table for a quick summary of MP2 compared to Philippine stocks and Philippine REITs. So, ang first category natin is dividend yield. And sa MP2, nasabi ko na 5 to 8% yung historical average. Sa Philippine stocks naman, around 4 to 8% dividend stocks. Pero depende pa rin yan. Minsan may mga dividends na less than 4%, merong mas mataas sa 8%. Pero kung dividend strategy ang gusto mong gawin in your portfolio, then 4 to 8% yung pwede natin i-compare. For Philippine REITs, around 5 to 8% din, comparable siya. Ang mas maganda dito, may chance na umakyat yung stocks mo in Philippine stocks and Philippine REITs. So hindi lang dividends, may capital appreciation din. Let's take a look at capital security. Sa MP2 savings, nabanggit na natin, guaranteed yung principal mo. Guaranteed yan by the government. Ibabalik nila sa iyo in the worst case scenario yung capital mo. Kung walang dividends, yung capital mo is guaranteed pa rin. Sa Philippine stocks, syempre walang guaranteed. High risk, high reward to. Mas mataas ang risk na mawala lahat in Philippine stocks. In Philippine REITs, hindi siya ganun ka-volatile compared to Philippine stocks. Pero may chance pa rin kasi inherently they are still stocks at the end of the day. Liquidity. Let's take a look at MP2. Siyempre locked siya for 5 years. Wala kang magagawa kundi maghintay for 5 years hanggang matapos yung MP2 maturity. Tapos, dun mo lang siya pwede makuha. Merong mga unique cases na pwede mo makuha pero we'll not be discussing that in this video. Philippine stocks, syempre, and Philippine REITs, high liquidity kasi nasa stock exchange siya. You can trade, you can buy and sell as long as the market is open. Now, let's talk about tax. Nabanggit na natin to. Ito yung pinakamataas na advantage, pinakamalaking advantage ng MP2. Walang kukunin yung gobyerno from your savings and from your dividends. Philippine stocks and Philippine REITs, syempre, may withholding tax yan. And capital gains tax, kasama na siya dun sa withholding tax. Hindi mo na kailangan mag-file ng sarili mong tax document. Automatic na siya. Kasi compared sa other countries like Australia, Singapore, US, kailangan mo pang i-compile yung earnings mo at the end of the financial year tapos mag-submit ka. Sa Pilipinas, hindi mo kailangan gawin yun. Bawat trade, kinukuha na nila yung tax nila. Kinukuha na ng gobyerno yung tax. And wala ka na kailangan gawin after the trade. Volatility, we already talked about this. So, bilisan ko lang. Walang volatility, very low to nothing. Yung volatility ng MP2 savings. Yung volatility dyan ay yung dividends lang, hindi yung capital mo. Siyempre sa Philippine stocks, high volatility, which can be a good thing kung ang habol mo is capital appreciation plus dividends. High volatility could be good. Sa Philippine REITs, medyo ganun din. May volatility pa rin kasi stocks din yan. Additional growth for MP2 savings, dividends lang ang pwede mong pagkuhanan as a source of revenue, as a source of income. For Philippine stocks, dalawang klase, price appreciation, of course, saka yung dividends. And then Philippine REITs, more or less, pareho lang ng stocks, pero mas hinahabol ng dividend investors yung Philippine REITs compared to Philippine stocks. And then finally, minimum investment. 500 pesos lang yung sa MP2 savings per transaction, per remittance. Pero syempre, pwede mo namang gawing lump sum, pwede mong dagdagan. Kung this month gusto mo 500 lang, pero next month gusto mo ng 25,000, walang problema dyan. Philippine stocks, depends on the stock and your broker. Meron tinatawag na board lot. So, kailangan mo lang i-compute kung ano yung minimum board lot para ma-meet mo yung minimum para makapag-invest ka sa isang stock. Philippine REITs, halos pareho lang yan ng Philippine stocks. Depende nga lang dun sa broker na ginagamit mo. Pwede kang gumamit ng sariling dedicated broker like Call Financial or may other broker, AAA Equities. Pwede ka rin gumamit ng GCash or GStocks in GCash. Viewing your historical MP2 remittances and dividends is super convenient kasi you just have to go to the virtual Pag-ibig website and create a new account kung wala pa. You will also be able to view your main MP1 or Pag-ibig 1 account. Tapos kung may multiple MP2 savings account ka naman, you will also be able to view all of those in this virtual Pag-ibig website. So wala nang paligoy-ligoy pa, here's my account. My first remittance was on July 2020 and my last remittance was August 2022. As mentioned earlier, hindi ko kailangan maghulog every month kasi wala ngang penalty. Kung may extra pera lang ako, then pwede ako maghulog. Kung wala naman, edi no harm done. Okay, let's get to the exciting part. 3 numbers lang naman yan. My total contributions is 25,500 pesos. My total dividends is 6,637.79 pesos. Therefore, dividing those two numbers will get my total return in 5 years, which is 26%. I think this is the most passive income thing that you can find out there, especially for Filipinos na naghahanap ng extra source of revenue. Here's the thing, hindi ako nagulat dyan sa dividends na yan, dyan sa 26% na yan. Kasi expected ko na po yan. Expected ko na yan kasi kinalculate ko ngayon dividends ko using my calculator na free and you can find it below. Saktong-sakto up to the decimal point, 6637.79. Remember to comment a Philippine flag emoji kung gusto nyong i-compare ko in depth yung MP2 with Philippine stocks, Philippine REITs, mutual funds, crypto, whatever. Comment down below. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!